Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar. Yes, my mothers, my beautiful mothers, my mothers of the human race, mothers of human beings. Yes, today I just want to refer one of my objective. I want to talk about organizations. These are private entities. You're talking of charities. They call them charities. Charities are sort of organizations which work under the umbrella of providing some support to some victims. And in most cases, this charity organization they are always founded by individuals with good intentions, but there are some of those which are under that umbrella, but they are under a cartel of gang of human trafficking cartels, drugs trafficking cartels, mainly human trafficking cartels. The charities that they say we provide support to street children here in the slums of Nairobi. We provide support and we are seeking donations from. So these are charities. Some of them are just registered in, but in most cases when they're registered in Kenya, you might find they have whatever, a branch in Europe, in America. However, in one of my serious notes which I have to put on the table is that the place where my angels spend most of the time trying to work out how do we guide the human race from the abyss of extinction. And that place, all these so-called charities have been pulled to look in that location where I am, or where my angels are. And some of these whatever are being kind of sponsored by some of these. First of all, when I looked at it, I found that many pharmaceutical companies or gamma pharmaceutical conglomerate companies were very much involved in sponsoring these human trafficking and drugs trafficking and so on and so on, and sometimes they involve even weapons. Because if a charity organization, registered as a charity organization, it doesn't get what it wants, and it works for things like a pharmaceutical conglomerate or pharmaceutical whatever, they tell them, oh, do you need that? What else do you need? For them, because they are not on the ground, they send their boys here, they recruit their dirty boys here. What the dirty boys do, they say, oh, we need a stash of weapons and things like that. In which, in the country where I am, for millennia, we never allowed to use weapons on our streets or to allow children to look at such things as weapons. But today, sometimes here and there, when I talk to my boys, they say, oh, what's that? They say, yeah, those boys. So I say to my American mothers, my European mothers, my African mothers, my New Zealand. I wouldn't go to Australia and the other part of the world. I wouldn't go to China, but I want to put an emphasis on the African continent, that my mothers on the African continent, for so many, I gave the the whatever, the 11th centuries, the what you call you as Africans, you have archives of records of the 11th centuries in your memories as well as in recorded evidence. Today, I think you can look at a country like Haiti. Haiti. It has been under a rotation of very deadly gangs of pimps, gangs of pimps who have no direction whatsoever, who have killed, spilled the blood of very innocent children of Haiti. In Haiti, if you're not a gang member, you're a witch. If you're not a gang member, you're a witch. If you're not a witch, then maybe you're a pastor. Those men always say, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. So these are the things that I tell you, my people. When every one of you individual in their mother's womb, even sometimes the mothers they as I tell you, mothers when they're pregnant, they go on what we call a marathon. None of you ever knew about that marathon. Except when a mother becomes home and say, I need to go to the hospital, because if they say what? When you get to the hospital, they tell them pregnancy fatigue. Pregnancy fatigue. Or well, in medical, that's how they say it. However, what I want to show you human beings, mothers especially, that life is a very, very beautiful region. Life is a very what? Very, very beautiful region. That's why you mothers, you carry your children in your wombs for 9 months, and after 9 months, you breastfeed them because they are helpless, they can't lift their lips, put on your breast to feed, and so many are cleaning them, and so on and so on. In that respect, when you are a mother, as your children never said to you at the time when we eat, like what I hear, because as I said in Haiti, if you're not a gang member, you're a witch. If you are not a witch, then there's a lot of atrocities of sexual assault in that island. I did ask at one time, maybe I don't know which year, does Haiti has any gun factories? The answer is no. Where do these guns come from? From the Bronx, from the neighboring gang of like Colombian. So that way, my African and American, especially I wouldn't. My mother in North America, they know what I talk about. I never want to use what language. Sometimes people accuse me of being a racist. I've never used the racist what? I've never used, because when you tell me I'm a racist, me, nobody knows my color. If you want to know the true color, when you look at the night, when it's very dark, I say, if you ever go out of your head and say, I want to know who this man is, I might make it very dark, that you can't see anything. But to show that, yes, I'm dark than what you have ever thought. If I make it very bright, I will show you that, yes, I'm whiter than anything that, I don't know which is white, but I'm whiter than anything. And that, if you look at me in my proper white color, your eyes will get burned. So that way, my mothers, what I want to say to my African and my mothers all over the world is that stop speaking about the human whatever, and open up your eyes. When you listen to me and then you go to your meetings or whatever and you speak while your head is under your armpit, do you know what that means? That is when you find yourself sometimes eating your tongue. A mother who carries a child for 9 months, you shouldn't eat your tongue. You shouldn't. And you shouldn't allow your so-called men to slap you in front of your children. Never. You shouldn't. And you shouldn't allow your tongue as a mother to consume alcohol or drugs. You shouldn't. And you shouldn't sell those drugs to anybody. You shouldn't say, yeah, I'm a gangster. Every angel, when you had the children, whichever children you had, the journey you went on, a 9-month journey with a child in your womb, when we say, Ahad, Akibar, As-salam, Ahad, Akibar, we do accompany it with security. If you mess up, we do question you. You came and we don't open the door, we took here and there. Why did you not take your celestial obligation seriously? Why did you harm other human beings when you refused to guide your children, you guided for 9 months, whereas our celestial obligation was Ahad, As-salam, Akiba, your religion is Islam. Why did you tell them otherwise so that they ended up ganging up, causing gang, whatever, in a country like Haiti? Becoming a nuisance to little girls in Haiti. So that way, I'll send a warning that my mothers, even though I interpret desires, nobody forces me, but I can always enforce them through what you call your faces as well as your bodies. If you mess and you do not, you insult my integrity, yes, without knowing, you don't know what will crush you. You don't know. Because in the 4 chambers in your heart, I have my officers there. I thought, maybe you didn't know. In the center of your brain, I have my officers there. So which way? Do you want to fight with a guidance, a holy guidance? Or you want to keep alms, to keep clean up whatever that had clogged in every part of your bodies? If you don't, I am Mother Planet Earth. You have to wake up, you human beings, and look for what to eat the next day. How will you get it if my officers say you are in conflict with the most holy, beautiful religion, which constructed you beautiful first? You told your whatever that they should go at war with Islam, didn't you? So that way, my mothers, whichever creed, whichever color you are, do not, after you hear my words, do not ever go out of your head and do any other religion. If you do, it will be yourself as a mother sentencing every part of your body, every organ, internal organ in your body, into what you call a collision. Or what you call, first of all, that collision, no one can rescue. Because that's when I tell you, do not tell a lie to your brain and do not tell a lie to your heart. Because as I said, I have officers, they are my property. Very, very beautiful property. If you lie to them so many times, I'll shut them down. What happens when there was a shutdown in COVID time? Nobody could move anywhere, isn't it? So the blood in your chest wouldn't be able to move from your heart to any part of your legs. What will happen? Is that, you call it a nervous body hemorrhage, or nervous hemorrhage, nervous body hemorrhage, or what you call a blood hemorrhage, or a brain hemorrhage. Huh? So, please, whatever I said to human beings, I have ways that I can enforce what I say, whether you may like it or not. And I say, put your houses in order and give every word that I say to be proof and evidence, of which some of these proof occurs few maybe hour after hour, second after second, and so on and so on. But however, before I move on, I'll tell you the religion, every one of you human beings on this planet, any living human being on this planet, your religion is Islam. Without any add-ons, without no be colon. Keep Islam clean. Keep your beautiful face clean without what you call pimples. Those things that you see on the face when they blow up, that they are pimples. No. They are tumors telling you that you told a lie to aid the blood system, which is that every beauty that you see on your face is constructed by a red and white blood cell. And the region of those red and white blood cells is Islam. So that was what I wanted to tell my mothers. Islam is a very beautiful religion. It's the religion of the tree on a flower court. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Islam is the religion of the flowers. Not the flowers, but the one which have blue petals or green, yellow petals or red petal roses. Those are flowers. Some of them are white lilies, tulips. So, choose which type of a flower do you like most. Do you have one in a pot in your bedroom? Listen to it. It will sing for you the Islam song. Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu alla ilaha illallah. Don't insult your integrity or the beauty of Islam or the beauty on your face. If you do, you are the first victim. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.